Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode where I will play a game that, well, most of you probably already played. This is Path of Exile. Is a, I believe the word is isometric action game. This is my farthest character. Recently there was an expansion released to allow you to have these masters that will teach you various things, and by teach you I mean they will make you go out on quests and then sell you stuff, and they're actually pretty useful. I'll show you. Here's one of them.
You want something?
No, not really. Not right now. And they each sell things for very class specific. Like this will sell for the Shadow, who is the assassin. There's another who will sell for the hunter, the huntress, I should say, the witch, the Templar, the Marauder. I like the Marauder guy. I have to see what he's selling today. Anyway, so I'm going to show you a little bit of how the game works with the new masters. You see, once you get a master up to level 3, you can create a hideout, and that's level 3 reputation. Of the masters, the easiest ones to do their quests for are the Mistress of the Dead and the Huntress. Those are the easiest ones, because all it is go kill something, and it's usually only a few somethings. So Katarina, Master of the Dead, and Tora, Master of the Hunt, are the easiest masters probably by far to get. Unfortunately, you don't get them usually until Act 2. Is where they hang around. So your first act is going to be filled with other things. Although I did see Tora in Act 2. Or Act 1, I mean. Anyway.
Speak to me.
As you can see, she's level 4 with me, which is really good. I'm hoping that this hideout gets bigger so that I can invite more people. It looks like it will, but I don't know at what stage that would happen. Purchasing items, there you go. She sells all this witch stuff, which actually just more or less means things that you need intelligence to use. The skills are very good, but having to find an orb of alchemy in order to get them it's a bit difficult. I'll admit that. You know what? I'm going to keep that. As you can see, I've been kind of a pack rat, and everything and anything under the sun that I can stick in someplace has been stuck in a place. Look where that goes there. I should really equip this somewhere, but I don't have any more slots open for it. Unless I go to my secondary weapons, which I don't want to. Alright, now let's show you these little daily missions. I'll show you why Katarina and Tora are by far the easiest.
My art requires sustenance, Exile. A steady stream of corruption. Be sure to keep that stream flowing.
Now there is actually an achievement for listening to everything anyone says. It doesn't count these people in it, but like all the lore and all the random people, all the NPCs in game, to let their actual text finish and not skip it. There's an achievement for that. The game is very reminiscent of things like Diablo and Diablo 2. And I really like Diablo and Diablo 2.
Come to me, Exile. Let us speak of death and desire.
Alright.
It's another busy day in the land of the dead, Exile.
Indeed.
My sculpture complains that it is thirsty, and yet the usual fare seems not to satiate it.
Alright.
However, I believe I have a solution. Find a pack of living creatures, slaughter them, raise them, and bring them back here. Be selective, though, as these creatures must be absolutely fecund with corruption. Thankfully, they will be easy to spot. The most corrupted usually are.
Now this is Katarina's usual fare. Kill 2 corrupted monsters, bring them back here. It's a very simple quest, especially if you put the map up. I'm used to playing with the map over my characters. It's how I play Diablo 2, so it's how I play this. It helps me from getting lost, and that way I don't have to do tab over and over again. Also, the classic hold on Alt to see that everything is on the ground. It's a lot easier to pick up that way. Or you can click Z to enable it forever. I wouldn't recommend Z that often, unless it's just a quick look, like you could Z. Because you would end up sometimes attacking when you mean to pick up. Okay, here come monkeys. Alright. Now these are skills down here. This is left click. This is the center mouse button and right click. And then Q, W, E, R, T. Those are the skills that you're allowed. You can only have 7 set up. However, there are certain ways to enable you to cast more than that. I'll show you as soon as I clear these guys out. As you can see, I don't really care about the enemies here right now. It says they're level 36, which I'm sure they are, but I'm like level 42 or 40. I'm 40 something. I think I'm 46 actually. The care I have against these enemies is little to none, and I picked up something I don't want. That's one thing that will definitely happen as you play the game. You will end up picking up everything and you don't want it. Anyway, I'll show you what skills are. You see those gems? Those are my skills. That's how you learn special attacks. You have to equip them. Leave me alone. I'm trying to talk to people. You equip them into these little slots. There's green, red, and blue. What I say. And all weaponry and armor contain these slots. Red means that it focuses more on strength, blue intelligence, green dexterity. The classes are also separated this way. The pure strength class, which is what I'm playing right now, is the Marauder, whereas there are 2 other strength classes. There's the strength and intelligence class, which is shown with a purple background. That's the Templar, and the strength and dexterity gold background duelist. I find the duelist to be a lot better than the Templar. I don't really like the Templar that much. I'm trying the Templar right now. I think he's one of the hardest people to play as. He's got some interesting skills around him, though. I know how I want to build him, but... that's another thing. I'll show you as soon as I'm done with Katarina's thing. As you can see, those red circles over there, that is my target. Those are corrupted monsters. Now remember, I only need to kill 2 of them and bring them back, and there's like 6 over there, which is great for this. Alright. Before we go forward anymore, I'm going to discuss what happened in the last expansion. The Sacrifice of the Vol created these new skills called Vol skills. Vol Summon Skeletons, Vol Ground Slam, Vol Glacial Hammer, and there are orbs that are called Vol Orbs. They look like this, but they're red, which can create any or change any skill into a Vol skill. Now you see this beating heart on this Ground Slam attack? That means that you need to actually kill X number of enemies and fill up that soul counter. I go over it, but it's going to disappear. You can see up there, 25 of 96 souls. And that will actually give you 1 use of the skill. So I can't use the skill all the time, just some of it. And as you can see, that corrupted skeleton saw me. I don't know what that poisonous mist was he was shooting out, but let's kill him. He casts Spark. Doesn't really tell me what that other thing is he's doing. Anyway, there, he's dead. And there's his remains. Those are what we really need. Let's see if I can lure a single one again. Yep, here comes a single one. Alright. I don't really want to fight all of those corrupted monsters, mainly because I don't have to. It's much better for me to just deal with them solo. Although, this one seems to be a little more intelligent, as he's running from me, as opposed to just standing there. Alright. So let's give him something else to deal with. Alright, so now I've got 2 of them dead. Alright. We go and touch these green circles. Reanimate them. And then you hurry on and run them back to the pole where they will immediately die and sacrifice themselves. Come on, come on. Yay!
Life is wasted on the living.
And I get rep for it. She jumped up to 3,000 from the 200 that she had. My mission is complete. Back to the hideout. Now, the one thing I don't like about the Vol skills is that they are kind of hard to keep going because of the souls needed. But in light of that, they do a ton of damage. Also, the souls don't follow you to the next area. Let's check.
Looking to go hunting, are you?
Now I might die in this one because this is one of the ones they change their quests a little bit when they're about to level up in reputation. The assassin has a quest. His quests are always kill somebody but leave one of their guards alive. So kill a mob of people but leave one alive. Alright? It is a painful.
I have another corrupted clan of abominations. I have a certain pack of vermin in mind. Stronger and more vicious than most. Track them to their home territory and wipe them out.
Alright. So she always says the same thing. She tells you that she has a bit of bush tracking that she's going to teach you, which is more or less to walk on the blood of some enemies that you kill. It will show you which way to go via a glowing pointing arrow. You'll see it. But I have to go and kill all of these, yeah, see how, like, the corruption is what we're looking for. There it is. That's the corruption. That big glowing mass up there at the near the top. Ooh, lightning penetration. I will take that. I can think of a few people that need the lightning penetration skill. There we go. As you can, there, you see the arrow? It's right there at my foot, under my cursor. I'll show you it a little better in a second here once I get rid of these dripping dead and crustaceans. There you go. You can see it. It's that claw right there. Now, that's going to lead me towards where the creatures are that I need to kill. One thing I will say is it's kind of hard sometimes to hit who you're trying to hit. That's why I love my sweep attack. I don't have to aim. It just hits everyone around me. Bet you it's this way. Yep. So we don't have to deal with those crustaceans. We don't need to deal with them. Oh, really? It's... I thought you said it was this way. Oh, we do have to deal with the crustaceans. Or have I gone the wrong way entirely? Alright, let's go this way. Dang. I see, okay. I went the wrong way entirely. You see on the map there's a little, I'll stop moving so I can show you. Right here. It's this little area I can go into. Now, that's annoying, but I have built up 2 whole things of ground slam on this journey. So I'm not too annoyed by it. One unique thing about this game is that there's no gold system. It works on a barter system. Your scrolls of identification are considered gold, basically. You saw the masters wanted orbs of alchemy for their skills, which they sell some pretty good skills. I'm sure that all the skills that the masters sell are actually ones that you could get because you get them by playing other classes that get different rewards from different quests. Whenever a skill gem is in the rewards pool. Okay, there's a special monster. I don't really enjoy special monster. Especially special crustaceans. I hate the crustaceans because they need two deaths. Kind of like most bosses in this game. They need 2 deaths. Okay, there's the den. Yeah, it doesn't hide itself well. Now, what I'm hoping is that I don't succumb to the Vol skills problem of it's going to get rid of all my souls when I enter a new area. Because I don't really think that should be considered a new area. But let's see how the game interprets it. Already I feel bad about this. I feel like the game is about to interpret it as a new area. And I'm probably going to have to do the if at first. Ooh, it did. As you can see, this is no longer 4 uses, it's got none. Are they skeletons in here? I won't mind skeletons. Oh. What is it? Ugh. There's something to be said about watching those giant telegraphed flaming attacks. I'm hoping that he was the one doing that so that I can ignore it from now on. Okay, he was. Alright, this wasn't that bad because there were only 4 of them. The last den I was in, there were like 20 of these creature things, and they pissed me off. Ooh, portal scroll. Alright, so those are the hunting and the necromancer mission, basically. Return to the master. She's going to thank me, praise me for my good work, and then say, let's get out of here. Now, a certain thing about these areas that I think is really interesting is these are not real maps that you can go into.
No one said this job was going to be easy.
Alright, she's level 4. Let's go back to the hideout now.
You're doing all right, Colour. You're doing very bloody all right. You keep
You heard her.
sway through the vermin like you have been, and we might just start getting somewhere. Of course, keep in mind that corruption isn't going to just sit about and take this kind of punishment. It's a living, breathing thing. As we adapt and grow stronger, so will it.
Yeah.
Verici thinks himself.
Oops.
I don't know why yet, But some creatures are able to soak up more corruption than others, and it twists them in extremely dangerous ways. Some heal scary quick, others can charge through a bonfire without singeing a single hair. The worst will suck the life out of you with the barest.
Alright, so this is a good example of the Master's area. See, my crafting, I don't need anymore. Let's see what she has for sale. Bear trap, projectile weakness, projectile weakness. Like I said, she sells things for more dexterity versed characters. And I can dismiss her, but why? That's actually a pretty good shield. It's a shield for the duelist, more or less, because as you can see, it requires both strength and dex, and level 33. But
Fierce today, Exile.
I don't want it. See, this is what you trade for. All these shards and whatnot. And you can get gems from. I don't need lightning penetration. I'll give it to someone else in a bit. Now, this is the waypoint system. You activate waypoints as you go along. They're only in certain areas. Once you defeat Act 1 on normal, or once you defeat the game on normal, you'll unlock Cruel. After Cruel, I believe it's Nightmare is the last difficulty setting. I've seen people as high as level 90. It's really nuts. But let's go to the other parts about this game that I like while I'm here. Well, first, these are the editing things. You can enchant your stuff. Your crafting gets higher and higher the more that we have to the master who it's assigned to. You can also purchase other decorations using the favor. Use these and make your hideout look like whatever you want. I should buy a torch. I'll buy 2 torches, in fact. Just put one there. And one right here. Because it's pretty dang dark in here. And then you can move them around like you were on some sort of, or playing some sort of Sims. There, I'll illuminate my crafting stations. Seems reasonable. Alright. Now, whenever I play a game, I never read any of the guides. I don't like it. I don't read the builds, I don't read the guides, I don't pay attention to what other people tell me to do, because I like doing things my own way. Damn be the consequences, I'll find out what I'm doing wrong and I'll change it later. It's one of the reasons I really love this game. In this game you can do whatever you want. Look at this. Those are all skills that you can activate, or perks that you can activate at least. It's amazing how many there are. There's no way you'd ever be able to get through the sphere grid. It's not like Final Fantasy X where you just go around and you're going to get it eventually. Nope. This time, you've only got a limited amount. You can't unlock all the spheres. But it's so great. You can do whatever you want, however you want. So, as you can see, I've focused more on two-handed, having a bunch of life, and then dealing way too much damage for anybody to deal with. I know what I'm already going for in my next line. But yes, you can unlock all this. Everybody starts in different places. Let's see. Here's where the Marauder starts. This is the Scion, a special unlockable character. that you can find at the end of the game, or near it at least. This is the Templar, because of might and intelligence. This is the Witch, all intelligence. Might and dexterity. Or actually, this is dexterity period, or dexterity and intelligence, right? Yeah, this is dexterity and intelligence. They changed some of the passives around, and they've had a couple resets. Anyway, this is the Shadow. This is the Huntress. This is the Duelist. Because Scion's right here. She's everything. She is the ultimate character who can be anything. She's kind of hard that way because you have too many options, I think, and you've got to dedicate yourself to one. If you go with everything, you're just going to end up with too many. And then you're not going to be good at really anything. Anyway, so that's what I like about this game, really, is the customization. And I'm sure you can get to almost the end of the game with any of these. You can customize yourself any way. It's totally whatever your playstyle is. Why listen to another person's playstyle? Play the way you want to. Alright, and then we exit out of that. You also get skills not just by leveling up, but you can also find books to level yourself up. Yep, 46. Intelligence, strength, and dexterity, which determine quite a bit. And it even tells you what your strength does at percentages. Accuracy, evasion, intelligence, mana, and energy shield, melee damage, and life. As you can see, I'm heavy on the life. I just feel like that's for the best. It also does the same thing Diablo does. I'll show you right here. Here are my defenses: 78, 73, 42, or 52 resistances. Until we travel to Cruel. It always sets you back in your first difficulty setting. When you leave to your hideout, it sends you back to the first difficulty setting in the waypoints list. Cruel. Let's check my defenses. 58, 53, 32, and negative 20. Your defenses are all reduced by 20% when you're in Cruel mode. I'm sure Nightmare is 50 because that's how it was in Diablo 2. Anyway, the game has recently added new servers along with this update. It now has a login area for North America, Europe, and Australia. That's right, they added Australia, I believe, is the newest thing that they did. So, anyone who's been itching to play this game but you can't really get on, I would recommend it. It's free, which is one of my favorite things. The game is completely free. There is a shop for microtransactions. It's all effects. I'll say that much right now. It's basically everything is cosmetic, dances, orange portal effect, black hole effect. I think the only thing that isn't are pets, because I think I've been attacked by other people's pets. And by other people, I mean there are they added in things called rogue exiles, which I believe are actual players who got their characters to be NPCs with builds, with their builds and everything and what they have. And I've seen a scorpion, and I thought it was attacking me because I started getting poisoned from nowhere, and yeah, that sucked. But yeah, so if you're a fan of the old Diablo style fighting, the hack and slashing and the breaking of many monsters' faces, or if you just maybe want to try investing yourself in what I think is actually a pretty good game, you can do, well, You can do whatever you want in this game. That's the greatest thing in the world. I love it. There's no one that's going to tell you, oh, you need to do this, this, and this unless you want them to. And there's no one that's going to be like, no, you're not coming because you don't have X skill at level X or this much talent in this much tree. Although I would recommend that sometimes you need hit points. But that's just me. Anyway, I can play a bit more of this if you guys want to see like the actual game. I do have characters that I've started and starting. I've got this stash is loaded full of things for every character, every class that I have, and it's amazing. And I'd like to show you more. But if you'd like to watch more, go ahead and just you can put that down in the comments or give a like, because that's right, I'm going to start whoring that out. This will be the first video that I've ever asked for the like, comment, subscribe thing. Well, you don't have to comment and subscribe, but likes are very much welcome. And I would really enjoy hearing back from you, so comments are even more welcome. If you play this game and maybe you want to hang around sometime, go ahead, drop me a friendly little invite either on Steam, or you can send me something like your IGN in game through the PM system in YouTube. Because I really do like playing this game. If you ask me to fight you in Arena, I'm probably not going to because I don't like Arena. I've never liked PvP, so have fun with your PvP. You can do it if you want. I'm not really going to enjoy it. But I'll play with you like to break through many faces of people if you want. That's always fun. Anyway, that's all I've got to say on this game. I recommend anybody who can try it out. It's a great little throwback towards Diablo 2 and other games like it. And you can spend hours on it just going through the story and really gain... Either you could get involved with your character building and everything, and I just can't say enough, and I'm getting my words tangled now and I can't really talk. So anyway, I'm going to be signing off here. Once again, awesome game. You should try it. See y'all later. Bye.